you see those little dots? Those are tumbleweeds. That's a dust devil. Well, it's not so much dust right now, but tumbleweed devil. Oh, there's a bird in there too. It just ripped through and down in the garden. There's some black plastic that is not where it used to be. Look at them, they're just really one more way that tumbleweeds get dispersed, I guess. Hey folks, it's Phoebe with Shrubsteppe Blooms. We're going to take a quick look at how some of the early spring perennials are doing. So we've got a handful of things that are already up and blooming this year. All of these plants are things I either started from seed or bought, plugs or something of last year and planted. So planted in 2024 and really kicking off in 2025 in terms of blooms. This one right here is red Jupiter Spirit. It's a type of valerian, I think. And then back there is a white variety that is just a hair behind the red variety, so it's not quite as far along. But I have been picking this for the last last 2 weeks, just the very first ones, and popping them into bouquets, and I've been pretty happy with it. I've got a decent sized little patch here. There's an area down there, so that's kind of the end of it. There's also a ton of rudbeckia in here that's self-sowed that I need to weed out yet again. But this is a nice little patch of that. Next to it is campanula, which is not blooming yet. But you may remember I had a whole bed, like this whole section of this bed was campanula. Unfortunately, it was like the tastiest snacks that the voles could find this winter, and here's a good example. They came through and they just chewed the entire base of the plant off, and so it died. So that whole section is dead, but we do have the ones that survived and made it are really robust. They're looking really good, and they should start blooming in a few weeks. Where all of those campanula died, I planted a hodgepodge of other things. Actually, this one's doing really well. This is Lady's Mantle that I started from seed this year. Further down here we have some rue, also started from seed this year, and then more valerian, a different species I believe down here. I think this is like the medicinal version or variety species of valerian. I also did pop some more campanula in here in hopes that they would bloom this spring, and we'll see how that goes. There's tons and tons of atriplex coming up everywhere. That's what this purple stuff is. It's an annual that's self-seeded, but I don't care about it in the pathways, but I have been trying to pull it out in the bed. We turn around, the bed behind where we just were is kind of a whole smorgasbord of stuff, but what's blooming now is a verbascum. This is probably the summer something mix from Botanical Interest, I think is what's blooming right now. There's lots of different colors in this mix, purple and whites and pinks, but my favorite is this kind of dusty mauve kind of situation. And I've been picking them all, but I need to leave a few so they'll go to seed and I'll get more of them. There were 2 varieties that I planted out here last year, and so this bad boy is coming in strong, and I think it's the other variety, so we'll see what it does, because it's not blooming quite yet like these back here are, but it looks like it's going to be very robust. A couple beds over we have dianthus starting to bloom, so I picked these for the first time this weekend. I was scrambling for stuff for Mother's Day weekend, so I was picking them at this stage even. If they had one flower open and it looked like a few more were coming along, they were starting to pop open overnight in our house because it was warmer in there than outside. So there's actually a good number out here I could have picked this morning and made more arrangements, but I did not. That's okay. So we've got a whole different array going on in here, different colors. There's a lot from mixes. This is all a pink variety. I don't label things super well, so I don't remember what everything is, but I'm pretty sure this is sooty. It's a, get up of the shade there, deep dark red variety. And then similarly, some of them didn't make it in here, but all those dianthus I started from seed I saved out in the tunnel, I kind of bunched them out, and that's what they look like now. They're really taken off. Ava's been having a grand old time exploring. Yeah, it's getting kind of warm for her. So yeah, these are very cute. The white's kind of washing out there, but there's a nice kind of corally pink one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this whole patch. Just look at all these. They look really good. I'm really pleased with that. The last couple of perennials are columbine and lupine. So I've got columbine interspersed with the liatris in this area, and it keeps on going down. So if we look, we've got a whole different array of different varieties, and they're all lovely in their own ways. Got this nice white one here. And they keep trundling along, and I just planted more down there. They're fairly hard to see, so increasing the quantity I'll have next year probably, hopefully. And then underplanted here is crocosmia. We'll see if that comes back this year. And if we swoop around here, we've got beautiful lupine. So this is, I think, almost all Russell mix, which is a species I think is technically native to this area. But obviously really developed up and getting all these different colors. This, I think the pink is only one plant. It's really beautiful. And we've got kind of some shades of purpley blue, but I was hoping for more of a mix. So I'm gonna buy some different colors, like just the colors themselves, and plant just those to get a little more of an array, because I love the blue, but it would be nice to have a few more of the other colors in this like variety mix. The lupines have been kind of my star the last couple weeks because they're just so big and beautiful, and other bonus is that the bees love them. So it's been nice to come out and just watch the honey, not the honeybees necessarily, but the bumblebees just going to town on them. That's about it for this week. I hope you enjoyed some of these flowers, because I sure am, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching.